This is somewhat unexpected. Let's start with some things we did expect. December and January, they both tend to be about half of a typical calendar month. So to see 617 sales in January, that's not shocking. What is this level of inventory. We're sitting with even more homes in January than we were in December. And what that translates into is almost 5.5 months of standing inventory. So as we get into that kind of 6-month range, we move into what would be referred to as a buyer's market. So it's interesting and unexpected that we're here in January of 2025. One could speculate why, but it appears as if the sellers have returned to the marketplace, but the buyers haven't yet. Also somewhat unexpected, given the level of inventory, prices are holding quite steady. So they're actually up a little bit from December and, kind of in the same range that we saw last year. So that's interesting. Moving on, here we are just looking at what happened this year over last. So if we look at January of 2025 versus a year ago, we're actually down in sales 4.2%. Active listings, so there's the unexpected piece, we're up 57%. So what that does is it really changes the supply and demand curve, right? 3.3 months of staying inventory a year ago, 5.4 this year. So again, you can see how essentially the sellers look like they got the message and came back to the market, but the buyers haven't yet. Finally, what's happening on the pricing side? So this is also somewhat unexpected. That does tend to be the theme this year. So single family homes are up from a year ago, despite almost 6 months of inventory. Townhomes kind of hovering around the same price with a 0.9% increase. That center of the bell curve still in a balance to seller market. And then the apartments, the condos, with 7.3 months of standing inventory went up in price. So that is also interesting. 5.5% increase over a year ago. So maybe there's some life coming back to that kind of affordable end of the market. I guess time will tell. So how do we summarize this? Well, we are contradicting some of the standard economics 101 principles. It's early and it's only 1 month, so let's not draw too many conclusions. One might consider that some of the politics that are going on and all that might be impacting the market. I guess time will tell. Let's see what February brings, and we'll be back to share those stats as soon as we have them for you.